Welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. My name is Niklaus and we are coming up here on our green science. So what we really want to do is make green science, make some warpers, get out there and use the warpers to set up a fully operational new warp accessible base. And the first thing we are going to do on the way there is there'll be many steps of this. The first will be quantum chips, then there'll be green science. Now we're going to make a nice little warper build, and then we're going to head out into the void and set up an expansion on a new planet. So that's quite a lot of work for us ahead. So what we're going to do is we are going to lean heavily on the blueprints that I've created before. There are tutorials for both quantum chips and green science. What we need to do is stamp them down. This only gives us 1 per second, which is not much. But the advantage is that it is something we can... can I actually build 3 of those here? Yeah, if I can build it. Can I build it here? I can. Alright, so this one needs to be built, but there is a kink to it. This is taking in raw resources, but over here, this is where we build the quantum chips. So let's start by building it, and then we are going to probably remove this part here because I need a bit more space for proliferation. Actually, that is what we're going to do immediately. So let's take this out and cut it here. Then we can get the other stuff built as well. There we go, and that should be like this, but if we just move it a bit over, I think that'll be fine. There's not really any concern about spacing. All right, let's start by just getting this one done. Alright, so this is the first part of this build, and we'll just walk through it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm requesting fire ice, titanium. Those are all very good, easy to request. And there is a bit of a problem because it requires organic crystals coming in, and that means we need to make organic crystals. It actually needs 2 organic crystals. I am building this when I built it, I was sort of saying by the time you get this, you will have a planet that has organic crystals naturally, but that's not unfortunately a case in a option in our case, because we don't really have any available here. All right, so that is also working. I don't really want to do that. And over here we have our build, and I will also be building that one. So it just goes in, and this is just getting the processors, which we build locally here, and it is going to get the plane filters, which is what takes all of the other stuff going through. Casimir crystals require the so here, this requires Casimir crystals and the water, or the titanium glass. Titanium glass, easy peasy. And the Casimir crystals is requiring the graphene and also some titanium crystal. So titanium crystal and the graphene are built over here as prerequisites. It's a really, really nice build. Unfortunately, it's not proliferated, so that's the part we have to fix in this case. And let me see. I want you to go straight in here, and that seems weird. Can I do that? No, I can't. Well, then I can do this part here and get it sorted here. No, that's the wrong way. It's actually this way, and that should be not connected from here to here. And we want to make sure, yes, it is set to plane filters, and then we can build the proliferators there and there. What we also need to proliferate is actually inbound on this side. So this is going to be the copper. Let's see if I can do this. It's not copper, it's processor. There we go. And move over to the other side. I will just lead it over to that one and proliferate on the inbound. Nope. There. And that means this one, I am not going to do this. I'm also going to set this down to 2000. Now, why am I even getting 2,000 in for each of these? That seems way over excessive here. There. This will be, and I'm going to use the blue one because I'm only proliferating the small part of it, and it is going to be a very, very valuable product. So let's get the valuable product in here. That will be building it to... It's kind of hard to do that, and there. And I'll keep it up top, like that. And then I'd rather, instead of bringing it through here, then I'm actually going to do the same thing symmetry-wise on this side. You're going to go here, and then go up. And then stay up into that. And there's a little kink with regards to power poles, so I'll just put in an extra power pole. And this one should be working. As soon as it's working, I can start setting everything else up. Let's see. Let's start from this end because we're not going to request anything here. So I am going to do this. All of these are going to be remotely. Whoa. I think I actually have it. Oops. Come on. Remote demand. Actually, I don't think I should do that. I think it should be remote requesting it in. Local request because I have it already brought in. This is provided outbound. No, it's requested inbound. Yeah, it's requested. Casimir crystals are pretty greedy. So, yep. There and there. So just get all of it in. And we are going to match all of this. And I'm not going to provide them globally. I'm just only providing them here on this planet. That should get us going with all of this. Let's have a look at it as it starts over from the beginning. First things first, fire ice is coming in. Yep. And that means we should be making some of these. Yep. We have all the 3 outbounds here. I mean, proliferating this wouldn't really get us much. And it's really getting expensive. We are getting a bit of Casimir because we are not getting all of the hydrogen in here. But it's coming. It's coming. I think it's because we just set it out there. So that's going to take a while. And that means Casimir crystals. That means here. Well, are we getting... Not getting the glass? Well, we should be getting the glass. We're making glass on this planet. So yeah. That's all good. This requires a Casimir. And what about on this side? Do we have everything we want? Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like it. Why are we not getting anything outbound then? No iron inbound yet. But it's coming. It's also on this planet. So let's... Whoa. Oh, that's definitely not a thing. That is definitely like this. There we go. Whoops. Alright, that was good. We got it in time. None of these have been... Yeah. None of this is good. Or none of this is problematic. Oh, that means we are actually making just a tiny bit here. Yeah. Alright, we're going to wait for this one to get in there. And I just want to see that we are actually producing a tiny bit. I'm pretty sure we get the first ones in. Yep, this is producing. And we're now triple proliferating it. Huh. Did it? Did we? Yeah. Well, another thing that we should, and while we just wait for this, let me just talk a bit about this location. You can see here we have, in this system here, we have absolutely no silicon available at all. So that is going to be our main expansion once we have a better production of green circuits. And yay, we have 3 quantum chips. So that means we're at least getting some quantum chips. And right now, the reason why we're not getting anything more is because it's coming in here. So that also means that we are out of hydrogen. That should mean that when we go out and colonize the next location, if it has gas giants, absolutely we are going to tap those. This one is here. I'm going to upload this blueprint with the little addition here. We have the original one is already on my website on the sort of the quantum chips 1 per second. And this we can always stamp more of these down if we want, because I think we need to get 2 of those per second. Anyway, time is up for that, and then we hurry up and proceed with the next build. I want to make sure that we go as fast as possible for these kind of things, because we have quite a lot to do. All right, what do we have here? This is the purple signs, right? Yeah. And I want to make sure that we can actually get the purple signs. This does not look like it's following the grid lines. That's a grid line. And oh dear, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know they're not connected, but I just want to make sure that I know exactly where I have this. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to look at this location and then go again, get a blueprint. This one will also need to get some proliferation done, and that will be just the next challenge we'll get. Oops, I misclicked. We'll get that in here. And yeah, I think that's good. We want to see where this one is located. Okay, this is located 1.5 big tile in. Okay, so let's get closer. Here. Stamp it down. Alright, let's, again, for this one, just let it stamp down, and then we are going to take a look at it once we're done with building this. And so this is built, but we do have a few things that are not correct. This is requesting kimberlite, and kimberlite is a rare product that we don't have access to. So we are going to skip that and just request diamonds instead. Now here is another thing that at the time I built this, I didn't want to build any overs and unders. So this looks a bit weird, but I am going to do that right now here. And then you can go down on that side. Great. Because there is another point to this. Is there though? I am actually going to, instead of requesting this, I am going to request the blue. Yep. That one. And I'll now get it out here. And then I'll get the diamonds out on the other one. And I'll get it to this location and go up and down. Oh, damn. Too close. Too close. Okay, so I need to do that one instead. Then you are going to be doing the same thing out of sheer sympathy. There. Alright, so this will be diamonds coming in on this line. That is not going to be here anymore. And instead this will be marked as diamonds so that we know what's coming in. And that means I do not need this at all. I can go straight in. There. Now, I am going to, well, we're going to take all of this out. Because this is not going to work because it's picking up right as this is being delivered. That's not good. What I want to do is I want to get this part out. And here. This will be the strange matter just so that everyone is on the same page with what we're doing. So we get strange matter in here. Is there room at this location for proliferation? There is. Absolutely. Perfect. I'll do that. That means I am going to take here. Up and through here. So these two inputs are proliferated into the this part, and I think that's good value, even though it's gonna overbuild it a bit. And then we're gonna go down to this location and go around. Oh no, don't take the whole thing out. Yeah, so I want to make sure that whatever we get on this belt is, what is that? What is that even? What is that even? Oh, there's the quantum ships. Yeah. So the quantum ships we just built, they're coming in on one side. That will be on this one. Is it? Yeah, okay. This is just for myself and maybe for you as well. So we know what's on these belts, and that's quantum ships. And then you're going to go back with the green cubes. Great. That goes out here. That means after this, I need to make sure that we have proliferation done. That means I'm not sure. I'm gonna turn him. There. And rotate. Why not? Why not? There we go. Alright, so that is the proliferation of everything. That means, unfortunately, I am going to... Well, maybe not, actually. I will get from here. And then instead of having... How much was it? 15? I think I built them 15 high, these ones, previously. And actually, I can see that. I can see that by looking at how many... 24. Okay, so that's 12 high. And 12 plus 12, that's 24. And then I add 25% to that. So that's plus 6 to 6. That means I need to make it 30. Alright, cool. There. And we want to make it as close as possible. That one's going to be here. And space for that and space for that. Yep. And then there's room for power poles. And there's room for inputs and outputs on this side as well. That part. Right, good. This will be green, green, and green. Not surprising. And I will have input, in. And that's going to be input and input, and that's to go out. Alright, and then we just need the output, which will not be proliferated because I'll proliferate it when I put it into my science facilities. That is good, and then I need to make it 10 high. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There. All good, and that should be able to do all of this. And the first thing we want to get inbound is, of course, here. That's, oh, it has to be local provide because I'm also going to get it inbound. I'm going to use it also for products, and I am going to do demand of this. Okay, and demand of this. Let's see if we have anyone created. Okay, we got a few. That's good. And yeah, okay, you're already going in. Great. Let's do all the demand here. Demand, 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 demand. And no. Don't need that. That means I don't need this either. This one probably would like to have some... Yeah, I don't have warpers in this location. Is that a problem? I don't know. It's kind of... It is what it is. And I'm putting this to 5,000. Great. And let's see if we can get all of this operational. And then the only thing we're missing is actually just making some warpers. And then we can go out and explore a new planet. All right. Anything not coming in? Nope. Looks like everything is coming in. So these rings are the last ones. The slowest ones. So once we make... Oh, there we go. We got something coming in here. That was the sugar cubes or fire ice. Goes in here. Makes some pink containers. Which is not going to work until we get the... Here, coming in. Oh, there it is. It's getting in here. Alright, I like the fact that I'm building like the entire thing here. It's a bit big, but I like it. I like it. And this one is spinning. This one is doing is just taking the excess hydrogen and then converting it into deuterium. This one is fast enough to just convert it, and then it'll supplement with additional deuterium on this line. And you are missing the iron part. Why is the iron part missing? And what is the other one? Okay, the iron part. Why is that missing? Oh, it's just missing because it's only an overflow, so it has to get all the way through here. So now it comes in as well. It doesn't use much, so we can use the same belt. And it's all good. Yep. And we have at least the first one working. That's good. Next one. It's missing some iron. That's fine. It's gonna come in, I'm sure. Where is the iron coming in? Oh, it's over here. It's on this belt. And then it goes all the way around, I think. Yeah, it goes all around. Yeah, it's very unlikely that it'll get... Anyway, it'll start filling up from this side. That's great. And look at that. We got our first green science. Perfect. It's not much, but hey, it's our green science. So the next thing we want to do is make another little small build. I think we can make it next to here. This will be gravity matrix. Oh yeah, we got the first ones. I'm going to make it... let's make it like this. It's not going to be big. It's just going to be a small build. Oh, no, 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 no. Why does it do that? That's stupid copy paste. And also don't want to have it more than 60. All right, so this will be warpers. It will be gravity. No, it'll be green signs in, and it'll be the expensive proliferators. Yeah. And we're going to get 1,000 here, and we're going to get, let's say, 2,000. There. That's probably what we want. And this is going to be like a super simple build, and it must be proliferated as well. So here it's making warpers from green science. It's way more effective, and especially if we now proliferate this step. And this is on a what, 10-second cycle? Okay, so we need 10. What is that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's probably fine. Probably fine. And what do we need? We need greens in. And then we need warpers out. There we go. And that should be all of it. And all we need now is some proliferation. Do we need proliferated warpers? Nope, we do not. So this should be pretty straightforward on that side. And get the warpers here. Go up a level and in there. And I will immediately... I was about to say we need warpers, but they're going to fill in there anyway. So let's get this one immediately so that we have it going. And this will be like the simplest and most boring location. It's going to be in... Oops, I made a mistake anyway. Inbound, outbound, inbound. Wow, 2 mistakes. Outbound. Yep, that's it. That's done. And that's done. And then we just need the power. And once we have the power hooked up, then it should be working. And also behind. Here. And now we're going to do something tricky. On the minimum loaded drones, I'm going to set it to 80%. And then I am going to demand it. What does that mean? That means when I get to here, when this one gets to 100%, this one will fly out and head towards the science facility, but it will never get to 100% because when it reaches 80%, oh, okay, we don't have those upgrades yet. They will be brought in here so that we are always prioritizing warpers before science. And that's just the way it has to be. What I am then also going to do is make a little contingency because I know how things always go wrong when I do stuff. So I am going to do list is my little insurance for when things go wrong. I will just make a little box of warpers here. And we can now pick those up. And now we have warpers in a much nicer way. We'll get it's going to take a bit of time to get the warpers in, the green science, but that will keep going. What I want to do now is leverage all of the stuff we have to make a super fast expansion on a new planet, a new location. Let's gear up, get prepared for it, and then head out. Okay, so we're ready to head out and get out and expanding. What we have done in the meantime, I have set up some warpers here. They are requested, and then by belts, they are proliferated into... They're not proliferated. They are spread out into all the other locations. So then they are working with warpers also on... where's the hub? Where's the hub? Where's the hub? Here is the hub. We are also requesting some warpers here. Just requested it. And they will be spread out to all the other ones so that now everything can be warped out. And we can now set up our polar hub out on a future world. With that done, we've also filled up our inventory with good stuff that we think is what we might need. And yeah, inserters also, that's pretty much all we need, I hope. And we can also request more because now it's time for the polar hub. And we're going to go out here and I am warping there, and then I will see you guys when we get there. There is a tradition, and that is when we're warping, I will be thanking my patrons. So thank you, patrons, for supporting the channel. The names here are Patreon, stars are the patron supporters. So thank you very much, everyone. I'll see you on Magmarel. And there we are. Warp travel, we got a milestone for the long warp travel here. There we go, just for that one. Okay, so what is this? This is a beautiful planet. Why do we take this? 2 reasons. It has lots of silicon and it has no water. So that means we should be able to build all the way up north. Let's head north instead. Let's see, what are we getting? We are still going very much south. Let's hover up here. And north. All right, so when we're getting this, there are a few things we want to do. I'm gonna do this part so we can see it. There we go. Here is our hub. So what we are going to do is request our polar hub, and that is here. This is by far my best blueprint. There. Ta-da! If you want this, go grab it in my blueprint library. It's called Polar Hub, and it's probably one of the first ones I did. So, okay, let me see. I want to build it like this. Does that follow the cardinal directions? Where are they? They are here, right? So that one. I have to make sure that this is not interrupting. I'm really lucky with this regard. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to build this, and for anyone who does not know this, this is what I built on every single one of my planets. Now I can't always build this because, or I can't build it yet because maybe I have water, lava, mineral patches, and that means it's rare that I can build it. That means I'm not going to be making a lot of expansions until we complete the mission, and then from there on I can pave the world when we get here, and then set up. What it does is it starts requesting things from the home planet, and none of those things, but already here you can see everything is now coming in to top up on this location. And I've had a question about why do I put so much into all of my my builds. Well, that's don't think that should be local supply. So why do I put this on all of my planets? It seems like a waste of resource. It is kind of a waste of resource, but the thing is, when I play, I want to be able to have what I need available, and even if it costs more resources, as you can see here, it's coming in. But if I don't have it available, then if I need more belts, I have to sit and wait for... I set up a request. I think that's how most people do it. Like they go in here, set up a request for belts, and then request the belts and then wait for it to come in. I'm not going to do that because as we expand further out, it's going to be taking quite a long time to get all of the stuff in here. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to sit and wait. I want to have... I want to be able to work efficiently, and if I need to build a lot of things, then I should have all those things available. Now, what are we seeing here as well? We are seeing that I am not getting this inbound. Why am I not? It's probably because I don't have any full accumulators, because power is a bit of a concern as well. So that's a concern. So what I'm going to do after this, or I will just show you, is that on this planet, I am going to build a lot of solar panels, because if we look at it, it has pretty good solar ratio, 114, because it's pretty close to the planet. So I am going to make here. Wow, I misplaced it according to that list. I might move it. It's still on a cardinal. It's just ugly. Yeah, I'm probably going to be removing that when you're not looking. And here, this line will now be built as solar panels, and I'm going to build solar panels here. This serves 2, probably 3 purposes. The main one is obviously, hey, I'm going to get a bit of power. The second one is it allows me to, or by doing this, I am getting the power all the way to the planet. Like I have now a power grid, because otherwise when I need to tap these locations, then it's going to be annoying. And the third one is that it delimits the planet into these, what are they called? They are called planetary sectors that I so love. There, that one. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I am going to build this. I'm going to tap all the materials: silicon, stone, iron, titanium, because those are really low. I'm not going to tap the copper because I don't need copper and I don't bother with copper. So that's what we're going to do. That's going to be taking a bit of time, but it's definitely worth doing. So let's get that done. And now look at this glorious planet. We have tapped all 600,000 iron ore, the 6.8 million silicon, the 800,000 titanium, and 900,000 stone. I haven't tapped the coal. We might do that. And the copper as well is now also untapped. We could do that, but yeah, I kind of ran out of willpower to continue to do this, because we still have a lot of things to do. What is that? A lot of things to do? Well, we have a silicon ore, but we actually want this to be silicon plates before we ship it back. So I am going to build a nice little design here. It'll be a really simple one. And yeah, I think that we'll... Let's see how we're going to do this. Because I need to, or I want to build silicon. I want to build 2 silicon, 1 titanium, 1 steel, and 1 stone bricks. I want to build that in order to get all of this done. And I think that's a big build. Design-wise, it's pretty simple. We're going to take inputs and outputs. They are not going to be proliferated at all. They will have a bit of this. And then they will basically be whatever design is the right one for this here. And I will do the same thing on the other side. And then we need to figure out how big this can be. Because if I look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the next intersection. So that will be the limit of how big we can make it. And if we make it all the way in here, and I think I need to do that because I need to make it 30 deep. Then if I build it as close as I can, we're just going to get some kind of benchmark. This is the absolute closest we can do it. So that's 15. And that's another 15. All right, well, that's kind of settles it. So this is how we're going to do it. There. And for this part, I'm going to do like 1 line more. This will be reverting back. And this one will go out. You know what? This is going to be a lot of repetition, but isn't that like the perfect opportunity for us to do a little time lapse of this build? I think that would be perfect. So let's do that. And so this design is now complete, what we have here. And after I built it, then I realized that these should have been the interstellar logistics, because I just want to provide this back home to any planet that needs titanium. Then we might as well just consume those 800,000 titanium here and then put them to good use somewhere else. This one as well, getting all the way up and running, just consuming as much as possible. The fact that we can have 100 in here is also pretty good. What we should be worried about is power, obviously. And that will be fixed once we have some more exchanges coming into the network that we can also filter in here. But power is actually a big problem. So I actually want this planet to just mind its own business, just set it up as it wants. And here is another reason. Why have we set up the steel and the stone only as this and not as something else? Well, the obvious reason is, I don't know, I think that's obvious for me at least, but I don't think I want to build it, is because if I actually research over here, if I reach this one, then that will require pretty much an even amount of raw iron ore and stone, raw stone, and then I can just make all of it into foundation. So I think that's pretty good. If we look at this, then it is about 900 and 600. So 600,000, that is going to be 200,000 concrete at this foundation at this location. I think that's pretty good, just to convert it, what we have here, into concrete. So that's what we're going to do. But what I wanted to show was this part. What we've done now is we've got green science. You can see up in the top left hand corner, it's just chugging along with all the upgrades we want to get for the green science, and then we can get started on working a bit more on power and also working towards our Dyson Sphere, which is also only going to be a frame because I'm not allowed to launch solar sails. That's going to be a big headache for future episodes, because it's going to be super massively power intensive, and I don't really have good power options. So that's going to be really exciting how we're going to do that. I also have 80 of these in my inventory, so before heading back to the old system, the home system, I might as well just take the 2 gas giants and put some collectors on those, just for future-proofing the base. Now, I think that this is a good place to wrap up. I've been showing you how now to set up a new planet with this part. There is also a tutorial on how to do a planetary expansion, and it involves basically like this. This is going to be pretty much the template that we're going to be using very much moving forward. I hope you are enjoying this series as we progress. What I should mention here at the very end, which I'm probably also going to mention at the beginning of another episode, is that at this point there will be things that we start sort of rotating the flow, that we are now going to put it to the home base instead of from the home base, and that's kind of how this transitions. I'm not going to be showing every little single thing I do, and that's just the nature of it, because there will be a lot of tinkering here. But I'll show you the big lines, so that if you are playing along, well, you do need to think a bit for yourself. And if you're running out of things like electromagnetic turbines on the home planet, well, that's because you now should be requesting them to the home planet, the guy in the cube planet, instead of requesting them from there to starving. Those are the kind of things that I'm just altering a bit as we go along. As I build things on my new planets, then I'll start providing them to the home planets as well. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I hope you are still enjoying the series. If you are, then be sure to to tap that like button. It means a lot to me, and it just also helps a bit with the YouTube discovery. That's always a tricky thing as content creator. And of course, if you are enjoying the show and want to see more of the stuff that I'm producing here on the channel, then consider subscribing to the channel. And of course, if you want even more than that, then I am also streaming this Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays on Twitch TV/Nidaus at 8 p.m. Central European Time. So come on over, and if you can't watch that but want to see what's going on, I have a second YouTube channel called Nidaus TV, and all of my VODs from my live streams are there, so you can always catch up with all the live stream I've been playing for the last, I think, more than a year. They're all there. So thank you very much. Until next time, take care, and as always, stay effective.